Paul wrote in his epistle and he warned us not to be unequally yoked with unbelievers. But I want to come in with a different angle today. Yes, it is true, and I will come back to that text that Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians 6:14. But the opposite of this is also true, and I want to introduce to you when the Lord Almighty spoke in Matthew 11 and he said, "Are you weary and burdened? Then come to me. Put on my yoke and learn from me, because my ways are easy." And I know, saints, I am looking in this lens, and I'm looking you in the eyes. The saints of the Most High God is weary and burdened. I know it. And the good news is Jesus also knows it. And that is the invitation this morning to you. Come to me. Let's go, because I want to jump between the two translations of the Passion Bible, and I'm just reading the other one, the TLV, and show you the different words that the Messiah is using in these translations. So Matthew 11:28 in the TLV is saying, "Come to me all who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest." In the previous recordings, I've thoroughly discussed this rest. There is a Sabbath rest for us to enter, but we need to labor to go into our Katapausis rest, the Noach rest, the dominion rest, and that is why we are so weary and burdened, because of the war. And the Lord is saying, don't give up. I'm speaking to myself. Push forward. It's about your inheritance. So the Passion Bible, the same verse is saying, are you weary? Are you carrying a heavy burden? The Lord is saying, then come to me. I will refresh your life, for I am your oasis. Sometimes you only need to let go, because there are so many things out of control. Come to this oasis. That's why we call this Bethesda a healing center, an oasis of healing. Come to the place of rest. And so the Lord continues here, take my yoke. We started with the opening statement, don't be unequally yoked with the unbeliever. But here the Lord is saying, come to me and yoke with me. Take up my yoke upon you and learn from me. Isn't it beautiful? When we are yoked together with our bridegroom, the Messiah, we learn from him how he is pulling the yoke. For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Satan knows where to attack us in the soul realm. He is attacking our thought process. He is wearing out the saints. He is coming in, and when your immune system is low, that is where sickness and disease enter. Passion Bible is saying, simply join your life with mine. Saints, John 15 is an amazing chapter where he said that the branches is joined with the vine. You cannot bear fruit if you are not joined with the vine. And that's why I'm saying, come and craft it yourself into this vine so that the branch can bear fruit. Come join your life with mine. Learn from my ways, and you will discover that I am gentle. I am humble, I am easy to please. That's one thing that I can confirm to you. The Lord Almighty is so easy to please in these sessions. You will find refreshment and rest in me. That rest is another rest. It is not a fatigue that is coming upon you because you are weary of the day's work, because of the fatigue in the body. This is another fatigue, saints. It's a fatigue coming upon you in the spirit realm. Paralyze you. And so here we close now with Matthew 11:30. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. When you are unequally yoked with the unbeliever, the fatigue will come upon you because you cannot be in that yoke. Can I just give you something here? When you sit in the presence of a person and fatigue is constantly coming upon you, you must know that you are unequally yoked. Not necessarily with an unbeliever, but an ungodly soul tie with believers. And I experience it every day. But when you put yourself in the yoke with the Messiah, he said, that yoke is very easy because he is wearing it. And my burden is light. You know, when he gives us an assignment, it will always be light. And if that assignment is coming from the Lord and it puts a burden on top of you, you know it's not him. Passion Bible is saying, for all that I require of you will be pleasant and easy to bear. Can I read it again? For everything that I require from you will be easy and pleasant. Now let's go now back to 2 Corinthians 6, because I want to read to you what it says when we are unequally yoked with the unbeliever. And there is a deeper meaning what I discover here that I want to share with you today. Just listen here. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked with the unbeliever, for what partnership is there between the righteous and the lawlessness? I know many believers that live lawless. What fellowship does light have with darkness? I don't want to go there because I can preach really a whole week on this verse. It says that when you do not love your brother, you still walk in darkness. So the Lord is saying, what fellowship have the light with darkness? If a person that you know is in darkness, do not go into a yoke with him. What harmony does the Messiah have with Belial? I want to pause here because what the Lord is actually saying is to clean up the spirit and the soul. I just done a session this week where we find Belial in the soul realm. The Lord is saying, you cannot have Belial in your bloodline and me. It is altars that you need to get rid of. You cannot be yoked together with these demons inside of the soul realm and you need to get rid of them. Come to me. And that is the key that I want to give you today. The key is you are weary and burdened because of these things sitting in our soul realm. Or what part does believer have in a common with an unbeliever? What agreement does God's temple have with idols? That's exactly the point. You are the God temple. God is living inside of you, but we go into idol worship. Idol worship is to do anything that is above the Lord in your life. If you pay more attention on anything than on your relationship, it's an idol. Your child can be an idol, your spouse can be an idol. And the Lord is saying, don't go into an unequal yoke with those things. That is what put the burden on you. For we are the temple of the living God, Paul wrote, just as God said, I will dwell in them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. I cannot put it better than that. Don't you know that I dwell in that temple? So you cannot unequally yoke yourself with these things. That's why the Lord is now cleaning his bride to put a new white garment around us. He's coming for a clean bride without spot and wrinkle. Therefore, come out from among them and be separate, says Adonai. Touch no unclean thing, then I will take you in. Separation is what is now taking place. I start understanding the whole concept of the first resurrection, judgment, and the rapture more deeply. The rapture cannot take place before there is a separation, because the separation is now between the wheat and the barley. It's between the 5 virgins with oil and the 5 virgins who does not have or do not have oil. That is separation. I first need to separate you so that I can know who and where to dwell and to come and fetch you as my bride. I will be a father to you, and you shall be my son and daughter, says Adonai Tzavot. It's very interesting that it says Adonai Tzavot. Why is it using Adonai Tzavot? Because that is a military term of Adonai. Adonai Tzavot is the military commander of the heavenly hosts. It's a battle. To go into that rest, to take up His yoke, so that you don't have any burden and wear yourself out, but that yoke is light and easy to wear. I want to close to you with Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 22:10, he says, you must not plow with an ox and a donkey harnessed together. And that is the point. Let us not put a donkey into your yoke. Get yourself into the yoke of Adonai Tzavot. Because He is inviting you today, come and take up my yoke and come and learn from me my ways, and I will give you rest. That is my prayer for you today, to come into that rest that Adonai Tzavot is inviting you today.